There is a food that costs almost nothing, sits in your pantry for years, takes 5 minutes to prepare, and according to registered dietitians, produces changes in your body that most people would pay a lot of money for at a pharmacy. And yet, most people eat it maybe once a week, usually as a side dish, without ever thinking much about it. That food is beans. And today I want to walk you through exactly what happens to your body when you start eating beans every single day. Because the timeline of changes is more specific than you might expect, and a few of them are going to genuinely surprise you. Before I get into the timeline, I want to explain why beans produce these effects at all. Because once you understand the nutritional profile, you will understand why dietitians talk about this food the way they do. Beans are what nutrition professionals call a nutritional powerhouse. That phrase gets used loosely sometimes, but in this case, it is completely earned. Beans contain an impressive combination of protein, fiber, and several key vitamins and minerals that support the body from head to toe. They are good sources of both insoluble and soluble fiber, which help support fullness, digestion, and steady energy levels throughout the day. But here's the part that surprises most people. Beans also contain electrolytes. Specifically, they contain magnesium and potassium, which support muscle function, nerve signaling, and healthy blood pressure. Most people think of sports drinks or bananas when they hear the word electrolytes. Beans are not usually part of that conversation, but they absolutely should be. On top of all of that, beans are a solid plant-based source of iron, which is especially important for women and people carrying higher daily stress loads, since iron plays a direct role in energy production and how your body handles physical and mental demands. So now that you know what is in them, let me walk you through what actually happens inside your body when you make beans a daily habit. And I want to be honest with you before I do, because the dietitians I am drawing from for this video are very clear about something. Eating beans every day is not a magic fix, but it is a powerful example of how simple, consistent nutrition habits can create meaningful and measurable change over time. The benefits build, and the timeline is real. The first thing that happens, and this starts within the first week, is a noticeable shift in your digestion. Fiber acts as a prebiotic, meaning it feeds the healthy bacteria already living in your gut. Over time, this supports a more balanced gut microbiome, which plays a direct role in digestion, immune function, and even mood. Most people notice more regular bowel movements after about a week of eating beans every day. Your digestive system becomes more consistent and more predictable, and for a lot of people it becomes significantly more comfortable than it was before. Now I do need to mention something here that dietitians are very upfront about, because leaving this out would leave you unprepared. At the beginning, especially if your current diet is low in fiber, which is true for the majority of Americans, you may experience an increase in bloating and gas. This is completely normal. It is your gut adjusting to a higher fiber intake that it simply is not used to yet. The recommendation from the dietitians I am referencing is to start with beans a few times per week and gradually increase over the course of a month, so your gut has time to adapt and the discomfort stays minimal. They also recommend staying well hydrated throughout this process. Think of fiber and water as working together as a team. Fiber without adequate water is much harder on your digestive system, and the transition goes much more smoothly when you are drinking enough throughout the day. Once your gut adjusts, the bloating typically resolves on its own, and the digestive benefits take over fully. After about 2 weeks of eating beans consistently, most people start noticing a change in their energy. The combination of fiber and protein in beans slows the rate at which sugar is absorbed into your bloodstream. What that means in practical terms is that your energy becomes more stable throughout the day. The mid-afternoon crash that so many people experience, that heavy, foggy, unfocused feeling that hits around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, starts to fade. Your blood sugar stops spiking and dropping so dramatically, and your energy starts feeling more like a steady current rather than a series of peaks and valleys. For most people, this is one of the most noticeable and most immediate improvements they experience. Alongside the energy stability, most people also start feeling more satisfied, and full after meals. The fiber and protein in beans work together to slow digestion and trigger the fullness signals in your brain more effectively than most other foods. Meals that include beans tend to be more satisfying, which can naturally reduce how much you eat overall without any feeling of restriction or deprivation. This is not about willpower. It is about giving your body the nutrients that actually activate the satiety systems it is designed to use. People often find that their snacking decreases and their overall daily food intake drops without them making any conscious effort to eat less, simply because the beans are doing the work their body needed. Now here is where the timeline extends and the benefits become even more significant. Around the 2-month mark, 2 specific changes start becoming measurable in ways you can test with a blood panel. The first is cholesterol. The soluble fiber in beans binds to cholesterol in your digestive tract and helps carry it out of your body before it can be absorbed. This directly supports heart health over time. Do not expect overnight results here, but after roughly 2 months of eating beans daily, measurable improvements in cholesterol levels and overall metabolic health begin showing up consistently. This is not a supplement making a claim. This is a cup of black beans or chickpeas, accomplishing something through a straightforward mechanical process inside your digestive system every single day. The second change that builds over this longer time frame is a reduction in inflammation throughout your body. This one explains something that has been appearing a lot in conversations online recently, where people who committed to eating beans every day started reporting fewer body aches and an improvement in their skin. The skin connection in particular surprises people when they first hear it, but the explanation is actually very clear. Beans are not a direct skin food, but improvements in gut health influence your skin over time. A more balanced gut microbiome produces less systemic inflammation, and reduced inflammation can show up as clearer and more even skin. It is not a topical effect. It is the downstream result of a healthier gut creating less inflammatory signaling throughout your entire body, which affects your joints, your recovery, and yes, what you see in the mirror. So let me put the complete timeline together for you. In the first week, your digestion becomes more regular and your gut bacteria begin shifting toward a healthier balance. Over the first 2 weeks, your energy stabilizes and the afternoon crash starts disappearing. Through the first month, your feelings of fullness after meals increase and your natural food intake tends to decrease without restriction. By the 2-month mark, your cholesterol numbers start showing real improvement and systemic inflammation begins declining, which can show up in how your body feels physically, how your skin looks, and how your joints and muscles recover day to day. All of this from a food that costs roughly $1 per can, keeps in your pantry for years, and takes almost no time to prepare. Stir beans into soups, mash them onto toast, add them to salads, rice bowls, pasta, tacos, or eggs. The barrier to eating beans every day is not access, cost, or time. For most people, it is simply that nobody laid out clearly enough what was waiting on the other side of that habit until now. If this video gave you a reason to start, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Because every week, I cover exactly this kind of nutrition information, grounded in what registered dietitians actually say, rather than what trends on social media for a week and then disappears. And share this with someone who has been trying to eat better but feels overwhelmed by where to begin. A can of beans and 1 consistent week is one of the simplest and most effective starting